Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to go over the 8th inning program and how to get those 8th inning program stars as quickly as possible. We're going to show you where everything is located at whenever you're trying to get the program stars and how I will go about getting the program stars and in what order. As you've known, we've done this for every single inning program that has came out. Before we get into doing that, though, what I need you guys to do is hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what you guys think about this 8th inning program and whether or not you think the 8th inning program bosses are good or not so good. We'll obviously do a in-depth true review of all three of the cards and which one I recommend picking, which one I'm going to go with, as well as in some other videos we're going to have tutorials for the showdown and possibly Conquest if you guys want that. Obviously, Conquest tutorials are an on-demand basis. But now that we've gone over that, let's get into it. So as you can see, we're in the 8th inning program screen here. And what I always recommend doing, obviously, is your dailies. They're going to give you 4 dailies every single day. They're going to be worth program stars. For this one, got Nationals innings for hitters, so I got to get one more inning with a Nationals player. When doing these in particular, especially early on, I recommend doing these while doing the Conquest. Then you're always going to have one for multiplayer that you can do in ranked seasons, battle royale, or event games. As you can see, this one was for multiplayer 3 runs. I knocked this out in ranked seasons yesterday. Since these have not refreshed yet, I believe they refresh every day around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Might be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, sometime in the evening. I can't remember the exact time at this point in time. However, it's one of the two. And then there's always going to be a multiplayer that's going to involve a bronze, silver, or gold card. This one is get 2 holds with gold players. I typically don't do these. I will refresh them every single day to see if I get one that might be easy to do in like an event or something like that. Holds are not too bad doing them in the event because they're only 3 inning games. As for equipment, you can always exchange some equipment or some player cards. This time I got exchange shin guards. Knocked that one out real easy. So just doing these every day, you can always get anywhere from 8 to about 14 maybe max program stars. It really depends what they are. Like this one the other day, I had like get 7 hits in a multiplayer game, and it gave me like 5 program stars. So it really just depends what they are. Always recommend doing the dailies. Once you've done the dailies, you're going to see here, you're going to go to the showdown. The showdown, once again, is going to give you 70 program stars. Let me show you where this is at in the menus. Also be aware that I'm going to come out with a showdown tutorial video this evening that will show you how to go about doing the 8th inning showdown, give you an in-depth breakdown of every single mission, as well as the mini showdown and the final showdown, which will be against one of the 8th inning bosses, which is the Cy Young Clayton Kershaw. So to get to the showdown, you're going to want to go to the play menu. Click on showdown. You're going to see 8th inning showdown right here. You're going to click into it. You're going to pay the 500 stubs to do the showdown. Get in here, knock it out. Like I said, we'll provide a tutorial video how to knock this out. It looks like there's actually 3 showdowns this time, 2 mini showdowns that offer some stuff, as well as a final showdown, as always, that's going to feature the 8th inning boss, Clayton Kershaw, as SDS has already mentioned. Look out for that tutorial video later this evening. So you knocked out showdown. What you got next on the list here is missions. For the missions, you got to win 10 ranked seasons games. These are 15 program stars. Win 10 games in ranked seasons, battle royale, or events. Another 15 program stars. I always recommend doing these in ranked seasons if you're a relatively good player. Get you 30 program stars pretty easily. The next one is online. Tally extra base hits with award series players. So some examples of these players that are free cards that you could have is like the Babe Ruth is an awards player. The Evan Longoria you could unlock in the Babe Ruth reward path to unlock him, or awards players. Pretty much anybody that's a Gold Glove player, MVP, Silver Slugger, or awards players. So those are the guys to go after to knock out these 10 extra base hits. You get another 15 program stars. As well as the player program this time around is Torii Hunter. So you want to tally 8 total bases with awards Torii Hunter to get you another 20 program stars. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Now that we got the missions out of the way, you can go to Conquest. So there is a Conquest map. It's going to look like a duck when we go look at it here shortly. It gives you 30 program stars, and we'll go over there. I'll show you where the Conquest map is at and what each of the awards are, as well as they have mentioned that there are 17 hidden packs on the Conquest map. So highly recommend knocking that out. Once again, if you guys need a tutorial video, let me know in the comments down below. I will do one on demand. They are videos that are a little bit longer. They're a little bit harder to put together because you got to piece together a bunch of different clips. But I'm willing to do it for you guys if you need it. I know at this point in the game, you guys might not need them. However, there are some people that do struggle with Conquest. And as always, this channel is for all skill levels of players, from beginner to experts, the guys that make it in the 1100s. I'm making this channel to help you guys out. So therefore, if you need help, let me know. I'm here to help. So to get the Conquest, you want to go to the Play tab here. You're going to hit Conquest. It's going to be the first Conquest map that pops up. As I mentioned, it's a duck. It looks like there is only 6 strongholds you got to take over. Let's see what the missions actually are. So for goal 1, it looks like you have to capture the Georgia Peaches team stronghold on the first turn. If you guys don't know what this is, it's related to Ty Cobb. He played for the Detroit Tigers, I believe, for his entire career, if not the majority of it. Like, I mean, like, pretty much the whole career except for maybe like a season, if he wasn't a lifelong Tiger. And either way, the Tigers are the team that's closest, so you got to capture them in the first turn. Then you got to conquer 8 territories on the pond. Essentially, you just have to conquer 8 territories within the duck. You have to steal 3 fans, acquire 80 million fans. You got to conquer 88 territories. So you got to capture Houston and Texas team strongholds here. Ducks of a feather flock together. They're just talking about these 2 cities are very close together in Texas. I don't know how much you guys know about geography, but in Texas, Houston and Dallas are both in the east part of Texas. There may be about a 3-hour drive, which I know it might not be that close for some people. However, if you've ever been to Texas, it takes you about like 16 to 17 hours to drive across the state from west to east or east to west. It is a super big state. I've had to do it once when I was in the Air Force. It was not a pleasant time. For goal 7, you capture all team strongholds on the pond. So you got to conquer all 6 of the strongholds, as we have mentioned. And then once you've conquered all the territories, you're going to get a Ducks on the Pond Elite Pack for free, plus 1,500 stubs, 2,000 XP. So this is a pretty good Conquest map to do. Like I said, if you guys need help, let me know. I will do a tutorial video about how I go about doing Conquest. I knock out these Conquests with 6 games in pretty much an hour. You're about 15 minutes a game, if that. They're 3-inning games. You just knock them out. Boom, 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 boom. Get done with them. Collect your program stars. Collect your packs. Collect all of the rewards that are part of the Conquest that aren't just hidden maps, that just aren't hidden packs on the map. So once you knocked out Conquest, you can go and do the collections. The first collection that you can do is the 8th inning collection. What this is the 8th inning voucher, and you get that from collecting all 3 of the 7th inning bosses. Let me show you where that's at in the menus. It can be a little bit confusing. So you want to go to the collects screen. You're going to go down to collections, and then in collections, you want to go to the 7th inning collection. You're going to go there, you're going to see 8th inning voucher, and you have to collect Walter Johnson, Frank Thomas, and Bryce Harper. Collect all 3. It gives you an 8th inning voucher for 75 program stars that you can then hand in. So if you've decided to collect those 3 cards, as you see the 8th inning voucher, you come in here, you hand it in, you collect 75 program stars. Do I recommend doing the 8th inning collection and getting the voucher? Not really, unless you want all of the 7th inning bosses. If you do the 8th inning collection, you're trying to get the bosses as quickly as possible, that's about the only time I recommend doing it, because if not, you're going to miss out on tens of thousands of stubs because other people are going to beat you to the punch. The 75 program stars are pretty much mandatory if you're trying to do the 8th inning program as quickly as possible, get one of the 3 bosses and sell them for max profit potential, and then potentially buy it back later on to get that max profit potential. Then the next collection is Award Series players. You pop in here, it's going to give you 20 program stars and collect Award Series players. Now, if you already have Mike Trout, you should already have some of these collected, so they're already no-sell, so you might as well just recollect those cards. And that's what I'm going to do right here. So we've collected 12 of the cards here, and that's going to give me 20 program stars. As you guys can see, I'm 20 out of 900 already. On top of that, there's an Awards Torii Hunter collection. What this is just the player program. So as you can see, you got to collect this Torii Hunter from the players program. Let me show you where that's at and how I would go about getting the Torii Hunter as quickly as possible. So you're going to go to collect programs. You're going to go to player programs. You're going to click on Torii Hunter, and then at Torii Hunter, you're going to see the moments. You're going to want to knock out these 5 moments. It's going to give you 42 points. And once you've got those 42 points, you're going to go here to missions, and you have to defeat the angels on all-star difficulty or higher. You're going to want to go to play versus the computer. You're going to want to select the Los Angeles Angels, and then you're going to want to select all-star difficulty, play them in a 9-inning game, and beat them there. Then you will get this Torii Hunter. So you do that player program, as I mentioned, hand in the Torii Hunter, going to give you another 20 program stars. Now, that is the quickest ways to start off doing this and knocking out these program stars as quickly as possible. Now, the order that I recommend doing these in will be doing Conquest first, because I think that's an easy 30 program stars to get. Wait for the Showdown tutorial to come out this evening. Watch the Showdown tutorial if you struggle with Showdowns. Knock out the Showdown, get yourself another 70 program stars. So that should put you up to 100 program stars already. And then knock out the collections, as in collect the awards players. Go do the Torii Hunter player program. Knock those out. If you want to rush to get everything done, put in some buy orders for those 7th inning bosses. If you have the stubs for it, it'll probably cost you about 300,000 stubs or so, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Collect those. That'll give you another 115 program stars. And then just always do your dailies every day. I mean, that should be understood. So once you've done those 4 things, just go in here and do the missions. They shouldn't be that bad. Play some ranked seasons games if you're pretty decent. Get those 10 wins knocked out of the way. Also, you should be able to tally extra base hits with awards players. This Torii Hunter, if he doesn't really go in your lineup, I wouldn't push this one too much. I would put him in there, though, if you are trying to rush to get the program stars. He's not that bad of a player. You can afford to either pinch hit him every game you play, or you can just put him out in the outfield till he gets those 8 total bases and then sub him out. I think the Torii Hunter's good enough defensively. He's like 95 or 99 defense. So you can put him out there in like left field or something and just have him be your left fielder or even your center fielder, depending on what your outfield looks like, and just go and knock out these 8 total bases. Guys, that's going to wrap up how to get these 8th inning program stars as quickly and as efficiently as possible early on here. Like I said before, most of the time to get program stars, you just have to grind the game. The biggest reason I'm doing these videos is to show you where things are at. The menus in MLB The Show, even though we're pretty much towards the end of this, the life cycle of this game, if it has a life cycle. I mean, this is a game you can play all year long, if I'm being honest. But I just want to make sure that everyone knows where everything is at, because that can be the most confusing part about this. As well as check out that Showdown tutorial later. And if you need help with Conquest, please let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to comment, like, and share this video. You guys have a great day and be safe.